on Belgium. Group phase action here at the Women's Olympic Qualifier 2020. Canada getting set to take on the hosts, Belgium. Earlier today, we saw a great performance from the 10th ranked team in the world. Team Japan came out strong defensively in the first half. Second half, it was all offense all the time. They were able to find their stroke from long range and came away with a big victory over Sweden. Japan already has their ticket punched going to the Olympics. They are the host nation, so they get the automatic bid. The only other team that is automatically in the Olympics is Team USA. They won a gold medal at the last Olympic Games. They're going to be in Tokyo 2020. So all to play for these two teams here, Canada and Belgium, as you saw the last result between Japan and Sweden. There's the FIBA World Rank. Two top 10 teams going head-to-head. Canada 4th ranked and Belgium 9. Carlin Gay alongside Natalia Melendez. They received Team Canada high fives all around. This is going to be a game that is going to be intense from the jump. The building is pumped up. It is a sold-out crowd here in Ostend, Belgium.
High-level teams, high-level players. This is not a strange stage for Canada. Most of these players are used to being in the big stage as these ones. In the Americas, besides the USA, this is the team to beat. They've been together for a while. They are well coached. They are a very complete team. In the other side, Belgium went to their first World Cup, and boy, that was amazing. They ended in the 4th place, but they were the Cinderella team. They were spectacular, and the things that Messiman are doing in this last month, in the last years, is just amazing. Yes. It's going to be a great game.
She was incredible at that World Cup. She was incredible this season in the WNBA. Also incredible here in Europe in the EuroLeague competition, winning a EuroLeague Finals MVP recently. She's had a great 12 months. Canada's going to have their hands full trying to take care of her. There you see Lisa Tomatis, the head coach of Team Canada. They've been rolling through the Americas, and now a different opportunity to take on one of the powerhouses here in Europe, and they'll be introduced to the crowd, and you'll get to hear and feel the emotion that is in this arena right now with this sold-out crowd here in Ostend, Belgium, as they get introduced to the home crowd here.
Mesdag. This is another team that have two sisters, and the coach is their father. Very interesting. And besides being a good game between players, I can't wait to see what both coaches will do tonight. Well-respected coaches, Lisa and Mesdag.
There you see the loud ovation for Messiman. Waters as well as the captain of this team. Mesdag, another Mesdag on the team too. And Mestag's a Kim and a Han Mesdag. Limase. And finally, nice little point guard, Julie Armand, who will bring it from start to finish of this game. Here's Philippe Mesdag getting set to lead his nation here at home. A lot of pressure on Belgium to perform here in front of their home crowd. Right now, we'll take a pause and listen to the national anthems from these two great nations.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Belgium.
Good energy to start the game, and we'll head into the warm-ups for both teams as we get closer and closer to the start of the tournament for both Belgium and Canada. You see the three officials on your screen. They'll be in charge of keeping this game in check. Andrea Silva, Gina Cross, Adamir Vulic.
Ladies and gentlemen, what time is it? What time is it?
All right, Natalia, time to talk about the Canadians here. Fourth ranked in the world. A team that has two new faces from the last time we saw them in America and Puerto Rico. They also played in Edmonton where they went undefeated. They were relatively untouched, only losing to the United States in the pre-tournament qualifiers. Now it's game time, now it's go time. They didn't do all that work to just fall off here. The goal is to make the Olympics, but they need 2 wins.
And I think it's very important to mention that the last game they played against the USA, 2 or 3 players were hurt. The tournament was so physical, so Canada did what they could do with the players that they have. It was a very physical tournament. In the other hand, this is one of the most complete teams in this tournament. You have good players in every position, but let's talk about Belgium for a second.
Yeah, there you see the starting 5 for Belgium, led, of course, in the middle by Amam Messaman. As you said, the last 12 months for that lady right there has been incredible.
She's a superstar based on her talent, Carla. She's amazing. The things that have been happening to her since the WNBA in the Europe League, you know, coming out of college, she's just been amazing. She dominates everything. She mid-range, long shot, post moves. She can run, she can dribble, and pretty much everything that happens in this team is going to go around her.
Confidence sky high, and what a joy it would be for her to bring her team to the Olympics.
She was the MVP finalist in the WNBA, but she also was the MVP in the finals
for the Euro as well. Yeah.
How many players can say that?
Yeah, not many. She's done it. There you see the roster for Team Canada. We started talking about them a little bit earlier, but you mentioned they had injuries in that last game in Puerto Rico. They went over to Edmonton, carried on that streak. They were able to go untouched. Now they're here in Belgium with the goal of making it to the Olympics, and they're led by that one right there, Kia Nurse.
Kia Nurse is the go-to player. She's been playing in a high level of basketball and keeps getting better. When you think she dominates the game, she just keeps getting better. She can shoot from outside, mid-range. She can run as well. She's a vocal leader as well, and they will need her. She's very important.
And here is the starting five for
in our first game, Japan defeating Sweden, almost 20 points. It was really a battle of 2 solid defenses in the first half, and then Japan really caught fire from 3 in the third quarter and blew the game wide open. What sort of style are you expecting with Canada and Belgium in this one?
I expect both teams to play in the court.
See Natalia Chanwa leading the huddle. Handshakes all around. Maybe some nerves between these two teams. The first game here in Aston, Belgium. Ticket to Tokyo online. And we'll take a quick break now to honor the memories of both Kobe Bryant and David Stern.
Former NBA
Two
commissioner
huge
legend and icon,
legends and icons that we lost in the basketball community just last month. So we'll take a pause here
for silence
and remember
for both of them. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Aston, Belgium, in the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament 2020. Belgium taking on Canada. Belgium in the road black, Canada home white. Carlin Gay alongside Natalia Melendez. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, however you're doing so. And already you see the physicality in this game. Tone is set, jump ball given, and it's Canada ball. Possession arrow going their way.
And as we said that Kia Nurse is one of the best players in Canada, Langlois is their vocal leader.
Here's Maya Marie Langlois on the ball right now. First possession for Canada. Now Rankov, Bridget Carlton. Natalia Chanwa with her first touch of the basketball. 8 to shoot for Canada. It's Nurse. Jab stepping, now crossing over, steps back. That's a 3 on the way, left is short. It's vacuumed in. You can hear already the crowd is into this one. It is a sold-out, packed arena here in Aston, Belgium. Foul away from the basketball. To say it's Nio Rankok-Akunwe picks up the foul. There you see on the bottom of your screen there, the push.
Setting the tone in the paint. Nothing is going to be easy here.
Canadian women a very physical bunch. They're not afraid to mix it up. And if referees are going to allow them to play all the way to the whistle, as they say,
yes,
they're definitely going to do that.
And sometimes player prefers that.
Almond inside. Chanwa. The double comes from Marie Langlois. First shot, no good. Offensive rebound. The shot clock will reset back to 14. Travel there. Estag wanting the foul. No whistle coming.
She was pushed a little bit.
What we saw in the first game between Japan and Sweden, referees weren't afraid to swallow their whistles. They absolutely let the players play, as they say. Seeing if they keep it consistent and the players set the tone physically, it'll be okay. Nurse, her second shot no good. Chanwa with the offensive rebound, had it poked out of her hands. It stays here. They're actually going to reset the shot clock to 14 for Canada.
That was a beautiful shot by Kia. No luck, but it was a good cut and a good shot.
Kakakudwe penetrating inside, forced up a shot. She got hit, no call. Estag will come back the other way. They're on a baseline. Cut off there by Nurse. Almond. Watched by Langlois. Almond turns the corner down the lane. Can't get the roll. Got her own miss. Slapped out of her hands. It will stay here. Belgium basketball.
We have not seen bad shots taken. It's just bad luck. That was good penetration. She ended up very pretty. No luck.
Mad at herself for missing that one while we were in the replay. And someone took a shot and it was blocked by Chanwa. Went out of bounds. It will stay here once again. Belgium basketball, 14 again on the shot clock. Julie Armand. Her pass too hot to handle on the baseline, and it will be Canada basketball.
2 minutes and nobody has scored.
We saw the one long-range jump shot by Nurse to start it. Scoreboard here in the arena still reads 0-0, so does the one on your screen. They had problems in the first game with the scoreboard, so we'll get that checked out. Langlois left it short. Almond ahead of everybody. Good transition D by Canada. 3 jerseys getting back. Belgium playing 4 and 5 right now as Lidskins took a tumble on the other end, and Almond breaks the ice for Belgium. Chanwa shows the up fake that drives inside. Can't get it to go. Julie Armand the other way. Defense and hustle by Chanwa keeping it in, but too hot for Carleton to handle, and it will stay here. Belgian basketball. Visnik took a fall. There you see her at the back end of that play. And this is Julie Armand with the drive. First 2 of the game for Belgium. Mestek. That's a 3 on the way, no good. And Kakunwe comes down with a flat-footed rebound and our first chance. Check out Pellington, who's driving inside, gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
And that's exactly what she was brought to the court for, to change the rhythm of the game. First, because maybe Lisa saw the element was penetrating too easy. This is a girl that you gotta try to stop her because she's fast. She can handle the ball.
Shannon Pellington knocks down the first free throw. The youngest player on the team, just 8. Second youngest, rather, player on the team, 20 years old.
That's young. We saw her in Puerto Rico. She also played in the last tournament.
This is the second free throw there. It's pulled down by Messi. Messi this side. 10 to shoot for Belgium. Almond. Waters. Chanwa doing a good job of getting her hands in the passing lane, and that's a great defensive possession there by Canada, not allowing Belgium to get into any sort of action.
Substitution, Canada. Number 14,
Kayla Alexander checking into the game for Canada. She was injured in Puerto Rico, wasn't able to compete against Team USA. It's great to see her back on the court and healthy. Here's Nurse. 8 to shoot. Nurse waits for Alexander's screen. She'll tee up a 3 as the shot clock expires and knocks it down.
That was a WNBA shot. That was amazing.
Big time pro move there by Kia Nurse. Knocking down the long ball.
She's playing with New York Liberty.
Just to fly all the way here from Australia. She plays for the Canberra Capitals in the Women's Australian League in the offseason of the WNBA, leading the league in scoring.
In Australia?
In Australia.
That's amazing. Most of these girls play, well, the ones that play in the WNBA, they also play another league.
Yeah, they're playing.
So they play all year.
Yeah, 12 months a year.
So it's really, you know, you really have to appreciate that they take the time to come and play for their national team, because this is usually their resting time.
A lot of them had to take multiple planes just to arrive here in Stan, Belgium. Not easy travels, but they're doing it for their country. Carleton puts it on the deck. This is the Raincock Akunoy screen. Alexander with 3 to shoot. Can't get it to go. Tapped up. Vacuumed in by Messi. Crowd erupts for that effort for the host nation. drought offensively the last couple of possessions for Belgium. Canada's really locked in the defensive end using their length and size. Mestag got away with a walk. Alemán, Waters for 2. In and out. Ball squirts away. Mestag launches a 3. Can't get that to go. And Rain-Cock-A-Koonway pulls down the rebound from the side. Knocks it over to Nurse, and Nurse penetrates. And an easy 2 for Kayla Alexander.
Good choice. She had Carlson in the line, everybody running for the fast break, but it was a good pass.
Messamin inside was rejected by Rain-Cock-A-Koonway. Canada running once again. Nurse leading. They're calling a travel on Kia Nurse.
Substitution Canada.
You be the judge at home.
The thing with Kia Nurse is that being the 3 of the team, she can start the fast break. Once she gets the rebound, you just run. She doesn't need a point guard. Let's go.
Team as deep as Canada, they're not afraid to play up and down basket. Jamie Scott on the floor for the first time for Team Canada, number 12 in white. So is Miranda Ayub, who has the rock right now. Santa going to work in the post, falling away and knocks it down. Timeout. Canada rolling at the moment. 8-2 is your score. 3:58 remaining here in the first quarter from Aston, Belgium. Action here in the first quarter. You heard huddle from head coach Peter Mestag, wanting his team to really make Canada work. Doesn't feel like they've had to work too much on the offensive end to get baskets.
They're running their fast break very comfortable. That high-low was without any effort. Well, it's not that there was an effort, but not enough to stop what happened. They need to be a little bit more aggressive.
So Tomidas has her team picking up full court as Pennington trying to bother Alemán. Waters puts it on the deck. Alexander got a piece of it. Here comes Jamie Scott. Everyone running in white. Scott pulls up. That's a 2. Fell short. Good to see Liskins back into the game. She had seemed like an ankle tweak early on. She left the game, was limping, but she's back on the floor, number 13 in red and black for Belgium. Here she is, trying to post up on Alexander, look away from her. Alemán lost her dribble, looking for help, finds Delep. Driving, and that's an offensive foul. Kia Nurse taking that right in the chest that time. Could have been a 50-50 play there, as Nurse was a little bit still moving.
No, but yes, yes it was. Depends on the angle that you see, but I think it was pretty obvious.
Still your score, 3:11 to play. First game for both these teams. First of 3 games here in Aston. Nurse driving inside, can't get it to go. That ball last touched by Belgium will stay here. Ladd.
Substitution Canada.
3 seconds back on the shot clock for Canada to work with us. See Nurse driving. You see how physical it is so far. Referees definitely letting them play. Imagine. Can't get that to go. Lamont. Canada not allowing Belgium to get in any sort of transition, really hustling to get back defensively. Mallon turns the corner. 3 on the way. That's good. Mestag knocks down her first 3 of the game. That gets the crowd on their feet. Scott. Alexander got it to go right from the foul line. Good action there on that possession for Canada. Five-point lead for the Canadians. Salomon. Skin set the screen. Alamon throws it away. Canada really blowing up the action. Any sort of away from the ball play. Smith physical.
They are really playing good defense. Top of the player.
Ryan in black checks in for Julie Alamon. That's Caprio. Maya-Marie Langlois back into the game for Canada as well. 10 in 1. Foul shot, no good. Caprio will push. Stolen by Maya-Marie Langlois. 4-on-1 opportunity here for Canada. Look at Alexander seal and finish in the paint.
And that's discipline because Langlois, she could have, take that shot. She was open. But Alexander did an amazing job posting the player.
Caprio thought about the 3, now puts it on the deck. I'm on for 3. 12-7 your score. Minute 12 to go. Crowd chanting defense as Alexander with the ball at the foul line. Now looking for someone to move. Finds Jamie Scott. She'll launch a 3. No good there. And Scott comes away with the steal on the other end, but her toenail touched the sideline and will go the other way.
The intention was good, but it was read better by Canada. She's trying to change the tempo of the game.
There you see that last 3 by Ramon.
Belgium have 8 turnovers so far. Way too many. And if you see the score, it's not that bad, taking it as in consideration that you have 8 turnovers so far.
A lot of the credit has to go to Canada as well with the pressure
Yes.
put on them defensively. Kia Nurse will have a seat, and Kim Gaucher will check into the game. First time we see her. Natalie Achanwa is back on the floor as well for Canada. Caprio driving in on Scott. That's that for 3, left it short. Scott comes down with a flat-footed rebound. Not wasting any time, going the other way. It was poked out of her hands. Loose ball, Caprio comes away with it. She says, hey, slow it down. Two seconds remaining in the quarter, 14 on the shot clock. I'm on. Mustang. 3 to shoot. Look at Ajin. With the great defense, the shot clock goes off. And once again, another turnover for Belgium.
You got to give credit to Canada. This defense.
Nurse will come back in for the final possession here. Pellington will join her.
Pellington coming back to the game instead of Langlois and Scott.
Scott and Langlois will take a quick seat. Canada could hold for the last shot here and take some momentum into the quarter break. Nurse coming off the screen. Ayuk put it on the deck, was ripped out of her hands. That's that from half court. Hit the glass, but not the bucket. And that's how we'll end the first quarter. Canada doing it defensively, holding Belgium to just 7 points in the first quarter. They're up 12-7 after 1.
inside out. All right? So go like this, go in, snap, we bring it up. All right?
Well, we'll see some of the highlights here from the first quarter, and you're going to see a lot of great defensive effort from the Canadians. They've made it tough for Belgium, even at the rim.
The difference are 5 points, and Belgium have 9 turnovers. Canada have made 5 points from those turnovers. I think that's something Belgium needs to get better at. On the other hand, Canada needs to keep sharing the ball. They're doing an amazing job in the half court, in the offense, and keeping, you know, and keep the great defense they have shown so far.
Lisa Tamaitis using every second allowed to her during that quarter break, and now we're set, ready to go. Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament 2020 from Ostend, Belgium. Canada up 12-7 after 10 minutes. On to the second quarter we go. Emma Messiman knocks down her first two-pointer, and you hear the crowd erupting at that basket.
It's a good basket for Messiman, but you got to give credit to Liskens.
Pennington with a great move. Restores the 5-point lead for Canada. Capriot drives all the way to the basket. Gaucher says no. Great block by Gaucher, knocked it off of Capriot's head to keep possession for Canada.
She kept her hands up. Good defense.
It's that first two by Messiman, right in rhythm, and a great call out of the break to get her going. Leon back into the game for Belgium. There's Sean Rush showing the up fake. Tried to find Gaucher, couldn't get it to her. Liskens comes away with the loose ball, and here's Alamant. That's that. Messiman for two again.
That's 4 for her.
Dangerous to see her get going. One of the great players that we have in the world. Foul away from the basketball.
Yes. She hold her.
One of the rare whistles that we've seen for a foul. It's been a battle between these two teams.
It wasn't a hard foul. She just hold her waist for her not to cut. But it was just right in front of the ref.
Referee's discussing right now to make sure that the foul was on the correct person. And also the score, as you see on your screen, it says 12-11. We're going to get it sorted out here at the table while we have a break.
On my computer, I have 14-11.
Should be 14. Had trouble in the arena with the score all day long.
Correction to the scoreboard. Canada 14, Belgium 11.
Here we go. 14-11 is the score. We're all set to go. Gaucher will trigger the inbound for Canada. Shot it. Ellington. Pull up for two. Can't get it to go. Messiman looked like she got a piece of it. Here she is ahead of everybody with a great catch. Now we'll wait for the rest of her team. This match is all over the floor. Let's see if Canada can stay in their fit stances here and try to defend this possession. Alamant. Driving baseline. Messiman again. Can't hit that time as the shot clock is expiring. Ellington. penetrating inside. The floater is there. She could have easily complained about the no call, kept going, and gets 2 for her troubles.
She had 5.
Foul away from the basketball. It's going to be on Kim Gaucher. That whistle will allow Bridget Carlton to check back into the game for Kim Gaucher. No basket travel called, as great defense by Natalie Achanwa, not going for any of the up fakes there.
Yes.
Nurse shows the up fake. Puts it on the deck. Achanwa. Ellington. Good ball movement here for the Canadians. Also showing good patience. 5 on the shot clock. Nurse will launch. It's too strong. Raincock Akunwe with a good rebound. Nurse will try again, this time from 3. That's not there. Achanwa tapped it, but couldn't corral. Body's hitting the deck, and it's going to be a foul on that of Achanwa. Mestak and Achanwa there. Good battle between a big and a guard. Saw this in the first game. Both teams, Japan and Sweden, they played earlier. They struggled to score in the first half. And part of it was good defense. Part of it was just missing shots. That time, Canada missing shots.
You also mentioned that the first game in this type of tournament, it's always very hard.
A lot of nerves for sure.
You don't know the court, their nerves, and you know, it's, like you said, it's been a long trip. You feel kind of sore.
Teams had a light shoot around this morning. They practiced yesterday in full. They also had an optional shoot around yesterday morning, which most members on both these teams were at. So they had 5 practices since Saturday. They're ready to play someone else. Mestak will hit the bench, picking up her first foul there. Carlton will trigger this inbound. Langlois back into the game for Canada. Kakakunwe could not handle that pass. Messamin. Nice pass ahead to Alamon. Can't get the layup. Look at Carlton getting on the floor to win that loose ball. Nurse. Rain Kakakunwe had that poked away. It stays here. 16 rather on the shot clock for Canada. Twice, Rain Kakakunwe trying to look for it in the post. The first pass just went awry that time. Just didn't seal. Kayla Alexander was tiptoeing around the subline, waiting for the invite to step onto the floor. They finally gave it to her. She'll replace Natalie Achanwa. Rain Kakakunwe, 3rd time now, finally gets it in the post and makes a pretty move, lays it up and in on the left hand.
That was a beautiful move. Nobody come to double team her. 1-on-1, she's dangerous.
Alamon almost lost it, dribbling it off her shin. Tough pass from Messamin to go and track down. She does. Alamon for 3. That's way off. Messamin keeps it in, but it goes to Carlton, and way ahead of everybody's Kia Nurse. Bucket and the foul. That happened so quickly. Look at Nurse. Ahead of everybody, Julie Alman. The foul there. Smiles all around right now for the Canadians. Timeout on the floor. Canada up 20-11 with 5:27 to play here in the 2nd quarter.
opportunities with Antonia against the 3 of the other team. Open the floor and you will play the one-on-one. Plus we need to create. Okay? Hey. If you need a set play, we go 5 sides. You, in the corner. So, I have on over here. You will go elbow, down screen, and to the ball. Pass, hand up. Antonia on the other side. After make the curl. And after we have first option, second option, help pick the picket action. All right? Here we go, here we go. All right. 1.
You heard the play there. They're looking to get a set drawn up. It's likely for Messiman to get an open shot. Some of the highlights here. And this is the beautiful move that we saw previously by Rainkok and Kunwa.
One-on-one, it's very hard to contain her because she can put the ball on the floor very well. And as we see Canada's offense being so balanced so far, 7 points from turnover, 6 points for fast break, 14 points in the paint. And when you feel like that and when you're doing so much in the offense and you are also working so well in the defense, you look good in the court.
Key Nurse completes the 3-point play. She got fouled before that timeout, and Canada comes out with a little bit of pressure down here. 10-point lead for the Canadians. First game here in Canada, Belgium. 2 teams from this group will go to Tokyo, Japan, participate in the Summer Olympic Games. Look at Bridget Carlton swatting that one away. 3 on the way. Mestak can't get it to go. Rainkok and Kunwa above everybody pulls that down. Here's Langlois the other way. Carlton gets doubled, finds Rainkok and Kunwa for 2, can't get it to go. On Mestak pulls down the rebound. Alamang uses the water screen, and that's an offensive foul as Kia Nurse drew that beautifully.
She moved.
Offensive foul on Waters.
It was more of her hands.
Here the disapproval from the crowd here. Saw the response there by Waters. Mentioned the points in the paint. They're on screen. 14-2, Canada in front in that department. Rainkok and Kunwa trying to add to that. All the moves in the world, but they call an offensive foul on her. Messiman taking that right in the chest.
Let's see that again.
Could win either way, but
isn't that a great match? Watch them play against each other.
Great players, 2 players in the WNBA. You see the footwork by Rainkok and Kunwa.
These 2 teams are the team with most NBA players, WNBA players playing actually, or that had experience in it.
Yeah, here in Canada, Belgium. Japan and Sweden also here. Japan has a couple players with WNBA experiences. Currently on the roster. Mestak for 3. Got it. Lets out a scream as that one fell, saying finally, and maybe that will get this crowd involved a little bit more. It's a 7-point game. Lisa Tomaitis wants to talk things over with 4:03 here to play in the first half. final message of that Lisa Tomaitis huddle. Keep battling on the defensive end. They've done that so far and really held Belgium in check. That last three maybe gets them going a little bit, Natalia.
Belgium cannot let, Canada cannot let their guard down in defense because this Belgium team is very good from the three-point line. They get going, they can be in trouble.
Three-point line is what won Japan the first game here in Aston earlier today as Marie Langlois knocks down a triple. Saying, hey, Carla and Natalia, we can hit threes too in Canada. Back to a 10-point lead. Pressure there on the ball there by Gail Alexander. Messer. Stripped away by Bridget Carleton. Ahead is Kia Nurse. No one's going to catch her.
2 more points. Fast breaks for Canada.
Julie Almond. Waters. Mestak for three. Can't get this one to go. And Langlois pushing ahead to Carleton. Alexander sets a screen for Langlois. Skip pass. Carleton somehow got it. Naive for three, no good. 4 players dive on the ball. Jump ball, possession arrow going Canada's way. It'll stay on this end. 14 on the shot clock for the battle for this loose ball.
Canada have been in 6 Olympics games since 1976, then 84, 96, 2000, 2012, 2016. They are looking for their 7th participation. Belgium, on the other hand, they've never been in the Olympics, and last World Cup, it was their first experience.
They played well at that World Cup. Canada a little disappointed with their performance there, and they're hoping that they can right that ship and stand on the podium in Tokyo. But first things first, they got to take care of business here in Belgium. Come away with 1 of 2 available slots for the Olympic Games. Nurse step back, no good. Scott poked it up in the air and then allowed Carleton to catch and shoot. She can't hit. Another offensive rebound for Canada. Nurse set up play. Ayim inside. Alexander. She is really performing well in the paint.
The thing with Canada is that every time you're in trouble, you just give the ball inside. Something good is going to happen. They're post players.
So the guards in the wings as Carleton rolling in for a layup there. You can almost hear a pin drop in this arena, and that's all effort by Team Canada right now, really silencing this crowd.
And Carleton just, it's amazing. You won't see her in offense many times. Her effort comes in the defensive end, but when you need her, you know, she can make a basket, but the way she played defense.
Nothing easy coming for Belgium at the moment, not even an inbounds pass. They're having to work for that. 2 minutes of play here in the first half. Mestak giving away another turnover. Canada trying to control the ball here. A jump ball is called as a battle between Nurse and Caprio. Let's see the replay here. I don't know.
Welcome to FIBA basketball.
Yeah. Frustrated with the non-call there. It's going to stay on this end, Belgian basketball.
Let me tell you, I think the toughest basketball play is here in FIBA and in the NCAA. So physical.
Nurse just waved off the referee and picked up a technical foul there. She had to leave the game because she was cut. And I think the referee might have asked her if she was okay, and she kind of waved him off. And she gets hit with the tee. Timeout on the floor. When we come back, Belgium will have 1 free throw and the ball. 30-14 to score with 1:48 to play in the first half.
Canada is shooting 50% from the field. Belgium only 28% from the three-point line. Canada 25, Belgium 20%.
threes haven't fallen in Italia so far this game. Defensive battle, but they haven't been able to get out in the open floor. We saw in that last replay there, Carlton come away with a pick and the score the other way. Rebounds pretty even on both sides. See if we can listen to this huddle.
Rotating off of Eastman and pressuring her when she pops it. Great job, Jay. We're getting a lot just out of our grit and toughness defensively. Keep doing it. We want to go horns. Go off Kayla's side. Let her roll. Her pop. We can look high low. Let's go.
Hear the instructions there from Coach Tomaitis. And we come back to live action here. Messiman will step to the line for the technical free throw.
I'm sure there will be many, many changes in the second part of the game. Belgium have 15 turnovers in this first half, and that's the first free throw they attempt in the whole game.
They're hoping that changes here. Cut the lead down to 15. Nice pass, bucket, and the foul! Messiman finding Mestag, and she lays it up and in, and she'll go to the line for one more.
And if you have nothing in the three-point line, if you have nothing going one-on-one against Canada, that's something that needs to be done more. People need to start cutting to the basket. Looking for some type of contact, one-on-one, close to the basket.
Steal by Keplio in the backcourt, and she says slow it down. Tough catch inside from Messiman, who's double teamed. Mestag for three, indeed!
And it's a 6-0 run.
Just like that, the crowd is engaged. Chance of defense now coming from this sold-out crowd here in Ostend, Belgium. Ellington looking to penetrate. Referee says that is a flop. Ayim driving to the basket, can't get it to go. Messiman comes away with the one-handed rebound. Keplio says, hey, let's set up a play. Things are working right now. That's that. Messiman falling away. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound inside, and a foul is called. Canada in the penalty. It will be free throws here. Jamie Scott picks up the foul.
That was a good shot. Great offensive rebound. And I was going to tell you, I like what Kapruk have done. Right now, she's working better than Element. She changed the energy of the game.
Came away with that gift steal. It turned into a Han Mestag three. Good effort defensively, and after this crowd being silent for so long, they're now into the game. Hoping for another technical foul, but they're not going to get one. Langlois will check back into the game for Pellington. Peter Mestag on the other end saying, why is Lisa Tomaitis getting away with talking to you that way? Use your teeth. So Kim Mestag stands at the free throw line, knocks down both. It's a 7-point game. 8-0 run for Belgium. Carlton probing. Can't get that to go. Alexander on the follow. No good. Messiman pulls down the rebound. Shot clock and game clock almost identical. Belgium could hold for the final possession here in the half. What a plus this would be for Belgium to go into the halftime break with all the momentum after really struggling the majority of this half. Blocked there by Aya. Carlton won't shoot this as the half will expire. But Belgium battling back. closing the first half on an 8-0 run to reduce the lead to just 7. Canada 30, Belgium 23 after the first 20 minutes here at the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament 2020. See some of the stats from both sides. Kayla Alexander leading all scores with 10 points. Mestag got hot from 3-point range. She has 2 threes. 8 points leading the way for Belgium. Peter Mestag waiting with his coaching staff there, talking about probably the good effort he saw to close that first half.
Once Kia Nurse step out of the game, things change a little bit for Canada. They relax a little bit on defense. The offense didn't look so organized as it was before, and you have to give credit to Belgium. They started making some big shots, long shots, going to the free throw line, started making good decisions, and the ball went in, which is important.
Yeah, they finally started making shots. That's the important part as well. 7-point game we see here on the scoreboard. We'll leave you with the halftime highlights. 30-23, Canada in front after 20 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a warm applause. The marching band, Rhythm is Gunnar, presented by Lotto.
Wat het ding ook is, Lotto, onder het kan.
Zie je? Zie je onze creativiteit? Zie je ons schitteren?
Burani turns. Bukete behind the back to Burani. What a pass! Tied again at 71.
Is it Lucas? Oh, behind the back. The crowd loves it. Oh, yeah! Bank it in. What a play. See if that brings her to life. Look at the pass again. Oh, my goodness me. That is ridiculous. Carprio, the greatest showwoman. Got miscommunication, and Johannes is there. Oh, boy. Isn't she special?
I mean, in this game alone, I think she has all the top 5 plays of the day. Look at this.
Xiaoting has it, shakes and bakes, spins, puts it up! Xiaoting with the spin! She spun the other way this time. She put us all in a spin.
Coach, it hasn't been the dream start you wanted. 15 turnovers, less than 30% from the field. What was your message in the locker room?
We were really impressed about the situation and the circumstances we have to play in. You could see this in the beginning. And by making 15 turnovers, yeah, we give 10 points out of fast break just away. So defensively, it's very okay. We are just giving 30 points, but even the 30 points is too much. The problem is in offense, we are acting too nervous, and we don't get no rhythm. So these are the small things we have to change right now, and I hope we can find the rhythm. We need to be more aggressive. We need to use more our quickness to attack them, and I hope we can do it. And we did well. We closed the gap of 16 points almost, so we are coming back to 7, so it's still game.
Thank you. Good luck for the second half.
Where? Over there? Oh! Up there? Up there? Where? Okay, I close my eyes. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Where do we go next? So nobody wants to be in the Canada money ball? Come on, people. Who wants to be? Come on. Who? Where we going, Kathy? Moving on? You? Nah, B. Nah, you're too old for that.
Correction has been made. Number 5, FIBA. So we're back. Didn't take the technical foul. Technical foul was to the bench of Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you still in the building? Oh, wow. Let me ask that one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys still in the building? I have another question. What time is it? What time is it? If you're supporting Team Belgium, make some noise on 3. 1, 2, 3! What time is it?
Getting set to go for the second half. There you see head coach Lisa Tomaitis of Team Canada. Final instructions to her squad. 7-point lead for the Canadians. A good fight there by Belgium to close the half, to claw back into this game with an 8-0 run. Looked as though parts of that game, Talia, that Belgium might be in trouble. Canada might run away with it. But a good fight. Now we have a basketball game.
It's always hard when you play a first game at home. The pressure you feel, it's different. With a crowd like this, it's a whole different game. Hopefully for, Belgium, they end up at the first part of the game doing very well. And the coach says something that it makes a lot of sense. If you look at the score, leaving Canada in 30 points is business. And having 15 turnovers, it's business.
2 points.
Keener starts off second half with a basket. Canada in the home whites, Belgium in the road, black and red uniforms. Aston, Belgium, the site. Trip to the Olympics on the line. 2 teams from this tournament will join Japan, head to the Olympics. Japan, being the host nation, already secured a berth alongside Team USA, who pulled home a gold medal in the last games in Rio. Nail Ray Kakakunwe with the follow off the key to Nurse miss. Canada back in business. 2 quick baskets to start this third quarter. A steal there by Nurse. Langlois with their head up. Dribble the other way. Turnover is really a thorn in the side of Belgium at the moment. Ray Kakakunwe going to work in the post. Achanwa for 2. Indeed! 6-0 run to start this third period.
Most of the time we see a high-low between 2 players. That was a low-high. Beautifully played by these 2 players.
Kakakunwe and Achanwa doing the work that time. Foul there, and say it's in the act. I will send Daliel to the line. Some of the highlights here. Ray Kakakunwe on that follow there. Ray Kakakunwe picks up her 3rd. That will allow Miranda Ayim to come back into the game. Assistant coach Steve Bauer there talking to Ray Kakakunwe. Free throws didn't fall there for Belgium. And with a chance now to build on this lead. Achanwa hit from the top of the key. Now she probes. Driving in, she's rejected. And that will get the crowd involved.
Not here.
As you said, this is FIBA basketball. Very physical. Ayim. There's Achanwa. 3 on the clock. Nurse pulls up for 2. Can't get it to go. And it's last touch by Belgium. Will stay here. Fresh 14 for Canada. Ayim. Foul away from the basketball. That's on Julie Allemand. Langlois picks it up.
This is first.
Achanwa wants it in the post. Nurse on the handoff. 5 to shoot. Ayim on the curl. Can't get that to go, and Nissaman will let that roll out. See if Belgium could get a good possession here. Struggled to start this third quarter. Daliel. Mestak puts it on the bounce. Attacking. Langlois did a good job not fouling. A point-blank miss, and you can hear the crowd just really wanting a basket here, but Canada denying them at the moment.
Because those are the easy ones. You cannot miss those. And what's happening to Belgium is exactly what happened in the first quarter. You start cold, and then it's hard to, with a team like Canada, it's hard to come from behind. You got to try to keep the game close.
Langlois picks up the foul, was really trying to eliminate the size advantage. She'll go to the bench, and for the first time in the game, we'll see Sammy Hill check in. This Hill, full of energy, number 4 in white. Estimate putting it on the deck, stripped out of her hands by Ayim, but she also got a lot of wrists, puts her hands up, says, yeah, that was me.
Is Sammy Hill playing overseas? Yes.
Yep. Messerman will go to the line. They say that was in the act of shooting.
3 points.
Hasn't been able to see that go through the hoop. First 2 here in the third quarter. Lead is down to 10. Nurse trying to restore the lead back to 12. Can't get it to go. Mestek finally putting a fork in it. Here comes Belgium the other way. Messerman driving inside. Almond. Mestek for 2. Got it.
Good movement of the ball. Great patience shown by Belgium there.
Chanwa barreling down the lane. Got it to go and screams. You see the emotion.
2 points.
She wanted to make that shot.
That was all will there by Natalie Achanwa, now engaged defensively, screaming at Sammy Hill as a pick was on her way. Hill now gets called for the foul, reaching in. She knew it right away. That's a 14 foul for Canada. That's the first on Hill. Achanwa will leave the game and make way for Kayla Alexander, who had a terrific first half. 10 points, a lot of them coming in the paint as we take a look at last jump shot by Mestek. Back to live action, now 8 to shoot for Belgium. This game's knocks down a long 2. Back to an 8-point game. Nurse shows the up fake. They say no shot. Foul's on the floor. Messerman picks up the foul. It's only the second team foul for Belgium here. Second one on Emma. Nurse pulls up for 2. Can't hit that. Messerman, a good box out, pulls out another rebound. Alamon. Hill pressure. Oh yeah. Pulls up. Good shot there. At least Tomaitis has seen enough. Sensing that Belgium is now getting into rhythm offensively. It's a 6-point game here in the third quarter, 5:08 to play. Belgium has found the range here in the third quarter. They really struggled offensively. A lot of that had to do with Canada's defensive energy. The energy just hasn't been at the same level. Let's see if this timeout gets them back into that mode.
I think Canada's still playing good defense, but Belgium is making better decisions. They are attacking the gaps and looking for the girl open, and she's making baskets. Belgium was doing that in the first quarter. They were just not making those baskets. In the other hand, I think Canada's problem right now is not defense, it's offense. That's why coach called a timeout to play with Kyla Alexander inside. Sometimes they forget how powerful they are in the paint. And they do have the people to dominate the paint.
Play was drawn up, as you heard in the timeout, for Kayla Alexander, but it was poked out of her hands, and now she'll have to defend the other way. This game's can't make that layup. Ellington, who just checked back into the game for Canada now on the dribble, driving down the lane. Can't get it to go over the front of the rim, but she'll go to the line for 2.
When you look, the numbers is in efficiency. Ellington, it's there. She made things happen. She's 5'1", 5'7" maybe. She played like she's 6 feet.
She has an energy and a swagger to her game that This oozes confidence as she knocks down the first free throw.
And we always comment about this second unit of Canada, how they bring all of this energy to the game.
It's a really deep team. We're about to see even more bodies come off the bench as Kim Gaucher checks into the game for Bridget Carleton.
This is a press.
Nurse up on Julie Almond. Canada, for the first time in the game, sitting in a zone. Driving inside, Almond will launch the three. Can't get it to go. Ellington pulls down the rebound, but she put it on the deck between two defenders and lost it. Bellier. Messiman will knock and fire.
You have 10.
5-point lead for Canada. Naeem. Gaucher. Chance of defense now coming in from the sold-out crowd here in Canada and Belgium. Nurse for three. Can't get it to go. Gaucher tried to save it. She stepped out of bounds and will go the other way. Big possession here coming up for both teams. As close as Belgium has been since the first quarter. They've struggled to keep this crowd engaged in the game. Big score here can get them back fired up.
Yes, if you are the away team, you want to keep them quiet.
Canada has done that for pretty much the entire game. Small spurt at the end of the first half, and now a small spurt here midway through the third has gotten them back in the game. Waters with the offensive rebound. Messiman shows, puts it on the deck. Mestak for three. Can't get it to go, and a great box out by Aim. Crowd wanted a foul on Aim. That's why they had the booze here. Nurse. Naeem pulls up, got it to go. And the boos continue. That's music to the Canadians' ears right now.
That was a great shot. Messiman was right there.
Now she'll look to defend on the other end as Messiman catches in the post, all by herself. Messiman goes baseline. Fires out. Almond for three. Off the back iron, tapped up. Loose ball, who wants it? It's Almond, picks it up. The foul is called on Kayla Alexander. And that will put Canada in the penalty.
The intensity is really high right now.
You're starting to pick up and see Shuli screaming, fired up.
To be able to perform under this pressure, you gotta be special. Every single player that is here right now is a special person. Not everybody is built for this.
Back three throws there by Julie Almond. Back to a 5-point game. Langlois back on the floor for Canada. She's been steady in the point guard position. Gaucher wants it in the post, now faces. They want Nurse on a curl, but she slipped on a wet spot. Now she'll have to come further away to come get this ball. They finally get it to her with three on the shot clock. Nurse driving it, floats it up, gets fouled, and she'll go to the line, and the crowd won't like that either. Messiman picks up the foul. That's her third now. Something to keep your eye on. Is, without question, the most dynamic player for Belgium. As Nurse knocks down the first free throw. And two from the line from Kia Nurse. Messiman. Great footwork to free herself and pulls up from the foul line. Knocks down the chip.
Messiman being Messiman, we knew she was not gonna stay quiet. This is the MVP WNBA Finals.
that with the Washington Mystics just 6 months ago. Now trying to get her team to the Olympics for the first time. She'll go to the bench with 1:32 remaining here in the third quarter. Probably for the last time in this game. They're going to need her for the entire fourth, most likely. Coach Mestek thought he was going to take a timeout, but he doesn't. So here's Belgium now. Front court, 4-point game. Strong third quarter has gotten them back into this one. Come on. Eliel. Can't get it to go. Raincock Kunwe, who's back in the game with her 3 fouls, pulls down the rebound. Alexander Sealing. That should be a kick ball. Play on. It's a jump ball, and actually possession error going Belgium's way, so they come away with the break there. A good defense if they let you kick it too.
If you know, if she gets that ball there, you're in trouble.
Minute to play here in this third quarter. First game for these two teams. Belgium trying to go to the Olympics for the first time. Canada trying to get back to the Olympic Games. Claim their first medal. Waters. Mestak for 3. In and out. Raincock Kunwe taps it to Gaucher. 2-for-1 opportunity for the Canadians if they want. Angles keeps her dribble alive. Now finds Raincock Kunwe in the paint. Slapped out of her hands. She gets on the deck. Battling around 3 black jerseys. It's tied up. It will stay this end as the possession arrow is going Canada's way. It's a battle. A fumble in football. This ball's on the floor, everybody's after it. Seconds on the shot clock for Canada to work. Sean Warren, Nurse back into the game. Nurse launches a 3. Indeed! Silences the crowd momentarily.
That was a huge basket.
Shot clock off. Belgium could hold for the last possession here. Alman. Step back 3 on the way at the buzzer. Banks it in! Cremon knocks down the 3. That's how we end the third quarter. And this is shaping up for a photo finish. 4-point game. Canada in front, 46-42 over Belgium. 10 more minutes of this. Don't go anywhere.
On 3, screen Caddy. 1, 2, 3. Caddy. Oh, can you resist us for Caddy, please? Oh, come on. Okay, Caddy.
4 points down, ladies. Now it needs to happen now. Not next week, Monday. Now. Every time handoff it, Nurse, your hand is in the face. Hey, let's play it now correctly. We have Jana outside. Raincock will be on you. This can be a shot for a 1-on-1 against Raincock. 4 foul. We go still fist down. I will show it now. Okay? I'll show you. You go like this. Make the dribble. Antonia, you go off this screen. Get up and hold it. Pass to the other side. Make this cut. You go in. You go up. Up will come. You will screen. And you have screen. But watch Jana as well. I watch Antonia in the corner.
So you heard in that huddle what the plan is. They know that Raincock Kunwe has 3 fouls. They want to get her 4th. And also, Coach Mestek screaming, now is the time. It's not going to happen next Monday. Next Monday being the end of the tournament here in Belgium. They have to go now. Team down 4. Is that going to motivate them to get them over the top? We have 10 minutes left in this game to find out.
And Canada needs to bring their A game in this fourth quarter because this Belgium team is very capable. We have to remember Belgium beat Spain in the World Cup. This is a very good team. So defense needs to be on spot. They need to start looking for the big girls in the paint. On the other hand, Belgium needs to keep continuing what they've been doing in the last minutes.
FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. 4-point game. Canada in the home whites. They're up on Belgium, the host nation here. Nostan, Belgium, sold-out crowd on hand. Canada has led throughout. This is as close as Belgium has been since the first quarter. Langlois, great pass to Rain Kakakunwe, and another pass to Carlton, but couldn't finish there on a three-point attempt. Caprio changed momentum towards the end of the first half. 8-0 run sparked Belgium to get back into the game. They were down by as many as 15. Nice hands there by Chanwa. Coming away with the poke away, and Langlois across the timeline. Want to get inside again, Rain Kakakunwe. They double comes. She's all by herself. She wants help. It's Chanwa who comes and relieves tension. 5 to shoot for Canada. Nothing happening offensively. Rain Kakakunwe trying to bail them out. Tough shot and got it to go.
2 points.
He's asking people to cut to the basket. Everybody's standing in the three-point line. You guys got to move.
Waters inside. Chanwa defending her. Good defense again by Chanwa. Waters wanting the foul, but Chanwa had a hand straight up that time. Chanwa for 2. Loves that spot and knocks it down calmly. Back to an 8-point lead for the Canadians. And this gym is once again silent. Caprio stolen. Langlois. She's exhausted but trying to run the fast break. Carlton for 3. Can't get that to go. A battle for the loose balls. Carlton with the offensive rebound. Nice feed inside. And Rain Kakakunwe will go to the line for 2 shots. Exhausted faces around on both sides.
Caprooks have made 2 turnovers in a row. Now is the time to take care of the ball. On the other hand, Lisa will send Kia Nurse to the court. You need her. You want her to be in the court these last 7 minutes.
Messman back into the game for Belgium. Rain Kakakunwe misses the first free throw. She's playing with 3 fouls. It's been terrific on the offensive end. You can see the one-on-one skill that she possesses. I don't think there's anyone in a Canadian uniform that has as depth as her in the post. Misses both free throws there. That's tough. Still an 8-point game. See if Belgium can take advantage now. Alman. Watch by Scott. That's spinning in the lane. There's a kick wide open shot there by Estag, and can't hit Kakakunwe with another rebound. Carlton finds a Chanwa. Carlton is wide open for 3. Can't make the defense pay. Last touch, they say, by Canada will go the other way. Belgian basketball.
Carlton has some open shots. Good shots. She needs to continue taking them because she's totally open.
Wonder if that's designed by Belgium. It'd be nice for the Canadians to see one go through the hoop for Bridget Carlton, especially if she's that wide open. She can certainly make them. That's that. She can make a 3 herself. She'll pull for 2 this time. That's too strong. And Nurse tracks that ball down. Feel the tension in the gym right now between these 2 teams. Foul by Deliel as she tried to go over the top.
You want to go to the top because all she needs is a little bit of space and she'll take the shot.
Yeah, that was a message from her head coach and she was right there to cut it off, or at least try to. They don't want to allow Kia Nurse just getting off.
No, you don't want to go under. Never against Kia Nurse. You better get that foul.
Last touch by Achanwa. We're going the other way. See the intensity on both sides. Both teams exhausted as well.
They have a free day tomorrow.
It's the only day off in this 4-day tournament. Play 3 games overall. 2 teams will qualify for the Olympics, joining Japan. Smith in the paint is fouled by Jamie Scott. They do their best to stay in front of one of the best players in the world. That's the 3 that ended the 3rd quarter. It's banked in. Gave Belgium a little bit of momentum as we went to the break. Esseman over 2 defenders, can't get it to go, and Achanwa will vacuum it in. 6 minutes to play here. Game number 1 for these 2 teams. And Canada and Belgium, Nurse flying in. She's fouled. If it's on Esseman, that's her 4th.
She's not happy about it.
At all, and that's her 4th personal foul. The Nurse will go to the line for 2 shots to try and get this back to a double-digit lead, but the story of the game right now is that superstar, massive foul trouble the rest of the way.
You know what Canada is going to do? They're going to attack it.
Nurse splits the free throws again. Second time here in this half, and Kim Gaucher will come into the game for Jamie Scott.
Kim Gaucher comes back.
Julie Alman will cross the timeline. Esseman in the post. Esseman, good jab step there. Now the floor is cleared for her to go to work. Mestag for 2. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Belgium. Shot clock will reset back to 14. Mestag again. Got it this time. Looking for Gaucher underneath. It's Carlton from the corner this time. Can't get it to go. Just a lid on the rim for Bridget Carlton. Good hustle there. Belgium comes away with possession. Julie Alman. Mestag. Good cut there by Alman. Got it to go. 4:50 to go in the game. Back to a 5-point lead for Canada. And it's a defense now coming in from the crowd here at Ostrom. Carlton to Achanwa. Finds Ayim. Goes glass, can't get it to go, and a foul all the way on the other side of the court. That's the 14th. Check that, sorry. That is the 2nd team foul for Canada here in the 4th quarter. Not a good foul. Kayla Alexander back on the floor for Team Canada, so is Mayo Raincock-Akunwe. Alman turns a corner. Esseman, they double her quickly. It's Alman, she'll launch the 3. Too strong, Gaucher chases that down, she's fouled. If that's a foul on Esseman, that might be it. Well, they say it's on Kim Mestag. Esseman was in the area. It's only the 2nd on Kim.
Yes.
See that last bucket there by Kim Mestag. A good pass leading to the layup there.
Raman knows how to play without the ball.
Good job of cutting. We saw her close the 3rd quarter with a huge 3. Shanna Pellington back into the game for Team Canada, 21 and white. Trying to probe. Gaucher for three. Big time shot, Kim Gaucher. Canada needed that basket. See how Belgium responds. Eliel getting to the rim. Mestag all over Gaucher this time, not allowing her any airspace, and a foul away from the basketball as Kia Nurse was trying to cut. And that's the 15th foul now for Belgium. And Nurse will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Kia is very smart too. She knows how to use her body very well in order to get those contacts.
Makes the first free throw. This time completes her trip to the foul line. She had split the previous 2 trips. The kickball this time called on Canada.
They were lucky there. That was almost a turnover.
Canada was hoping to get that call earlier in the game, didn't go their way. Messiman in the post. Uses the up fake. Nice move. That's a big time move by Emma Messiman. Lead back to 6. 3:05 to play. Gail Alexander to Nurse. Alexander wants it back. Now she goes to work. As it squirted out of her hands, they say it's going the other way. Last touch by Canada.
This is a very important possession for both teams.
Mestag to Kim Mestag. Uses a screen, thought about the 3. Eliel will launch and knocks it down.
The second 3 of the game.
This is as close as it has been for Belgium. 3-point game. Crowd starting to rise here in Ostend. Nurse penetrating and she's fouled and she'll go back to the line.
She's cold-blooded. Moments like this, she'll ask for the ball. Amesta was just trying. The screen from Kyla Alexander was amazing. It was a good screen.
Richard Carlton checks back into the game. So is Maya Marie Langlois.
She's bringing defense, and she's also bringing a veteran player like Mia that controls the game.
First free throw was good. This gym's going to get loud again. Nurse launches the second free throw through the hoop.
Nurse 2 points.
5-point game. Mestag looking for Messiman down low, but Nail Raycock Akunwe is doing an incredible job of bumping her off her spot. This time it's Mestag from the corner.
That was a great pass. All of the offense was in the left side of the court. She set herself very well. Good pass. Great basket.
Spotlight was on Messiman. No one saw Mestag on the other side, as you mentioned. And she put it through the hoop. Now look at her trying to steal it from Nurse. Nurse from way out. Air ball. Last 3 by Mestag. Made it a 2-point game. See the bench reaction. The crowd into it. Chance for Belgium to tie. Know that Messiman wants the ball here. Here she has it. Hancock Akunwe trying to guard her. Kim Mestag pushes off. Tosses it up, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Messiman looking to go to work on Hancock Akunwe. Mestag for tie. No good. ball almost saved, stepping out of bounds. Deliel will go the other way with 106 to play.
Right now, Belgium has been very aggressive following those offensive rebounds.
Lois across the timeline. Under a minute to play. Steps up for the Canadians. Close the door on the first victory here for road Tokyo. Raincock Akunwe can't get it to go. An offensive foul is called on Bridget Carleton. Belgium will once again have a chance to tie with 41 seconds to play in the game. They'll think about it and talk about it. Peter Metzdag calls timeout. So Raincock Akunwe's last three-point attempt. The foul there by Carleton. Maybe a little flop action, maybe not, depending on who you cheer for. You'll take either side. 2-point game, don't go anywhere.
So everybody help them. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
We're gonna win this! We are! Come on! Come on!
We go on the other side. We go on the other side. 14 seconds. Okay? And we go with the one. We go with the one. Okay? I have Kiara. Antonia. Anna gives in. I have Kim. Alright? Okay. I have Emma. Like this. Right? After. She's coming. Go over the screen. Fake the handoff, Hannah. Fake the handoff. Dus I can be in Hannah. Right? And immediately, Kiara. And you attack on your right hand. Right hand. Back screen for Kim. Right? Okay, come on. Here we go. And we still have sowieso aan nog een positie. One.
So you heard the huddle there, you heard where the action is going. They're deciding to take it in the front court, so they'll have 14 on the shot clock, which will allow them potentially the final possession of the game. What did you hear in that huddle that you liked and want to see on the court?
They need to be smart in the offense. They are in a game right now because the ball movement have been very well. 41 seconds, you want to tie the game, or you want to make a smart decision?
10 to shoot now. Langlois with the pressure defense. For the tie, can't get it to go, and Carleton pulls down the rebound. No need to foul if you're Belgium. May get one crack at it. And Canada icing here. Chance of defense from the sold-out crowd here in Aston. Possession arrow going Canada's way if there is a tie-up. Nurse tried to bounce pass it inside to Alexander. It was kicked. And that will also reset the shot clock back to 14, which will mean it shuts the shot clock off with just 11 to play in the game.
That play was so well thought. That give and go. I'm not going to attack from once. I'm going to give you the ball. You give it back to me. I will have more space to work on. Excellent.
Timeout on the floor. Listening to the huddle for Lisa Tomaitis and her squad.
Okay, I see you. I see you. The people from Belgium supporting the Belgian Cats. All three, make some noise. 1, 2, 3. The Cats don't need you. So right now, I need you all to start clapping for the Cats. Clap.
We run bikes and get it in and get it right back to you.
Come on, clap.
Okay, with that?
Clap for the Cats. Now clap.
Lock down, offense, jump up and get it back. Step 5, Kayla, pop back if we need to go through you. No, it's gonna go here, but if we need to go through you, okay?
Yeah, takes it out there.
Come on, everybody, one more time, please. Stop, girls, let's come on. One more time. Ladies and gentlemen, what time is it?
Nervous time for both teams and for fans all around. Belgium already on the court, awaiting Canada to get back on the floor. Lisa Tomaitis using every second of that timeout to make sure her team knows what's going on. The ball is going to go to Kia Nurse. We heard it there. She's going to have to step to the line and make free throws if she does catch the ball here and forces Belgium to foul. Alexander, the foul is given. And even to get a chance to really run the set, they found Alexander, and she'll go to the line for 2 pressure-packed free throws. She's been terrific all night. Inside game has been terrific. First half in double digits. She's looking for 2 more.
This will be her first time on the free throw tonight.
Calmly knocks down the first to give Canada a 3-point lead.
This one is a most for them.
Ice water in Kayla Alexander's veins, knocking down both free throws. She's greeted by Langlois and Nurse saying, good job. Job's not a 4-point game, 9 seconds remaining. Let's listen into the Belgium huddle.
Set the screen like this, so we're gonna have him on the ball side. He out over here. So how do you go corner? After immediately, you go in between, we have this, all right? You have it, okay? If not possible, Emma will come into the ball, and she will play together with Antonia. Open the floor. Okay, here we go. Hey, we need to score. 1. Let's make it back.
I couldn't see if they are going for the 2-point shot or a 3-point shot. I think they're going for a 2-point shot inside.
Enough time to potentially get a basket and a foul. And play the free throw game. See what they come out with here. They definitely need to score, regardless if it's a 2 or a 3. 9.1 to play. 4-point game. Canada trying to close this out. Eliel gave it away. Great denial from Canada, almost a 5-second violation, and a desperate pass going cross court leads to another turnover.
It didn't came through, but that was a great play.
Canada will have to get it inbounds. And Kakakunwe's fouled, and she'll go on the other side to shoot free throws. You saw Mestak put her hand up straight away, saying that it was me that fouled because Emma Messerman was there as well. Has 4 fouls. Can't pick up her 5th.
Ryan Kaku, it's 0 of 2 on the free throw line. She has 6 points, 6 rebounds in this game.
Looking to ice it. This is the first. Down to second. Mestak, 3 to shoot now. Barely gets a look off, and that's how the game ends. Defense closing the door for the Canadians in the end. The final 2 possessions for Belgium, they really couldn't get a look at the basket. And Canada closes out their first victory here in Ostend, 61-56 over Belgium.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for your presence and your support. And of course, we are expecting you even more, even bigger numbers Saturday, February 8th at 6 o'clock.
Well, it was a tough environment for Canada to get a victory, and they got one. They need one more, and they can finally punch their ticket. Trip back to the Olympics. You see some of the Canadian supporters. A lot of parents over there in that mix. Kim Gaucher's parents, Natalie Achonwa's parents. Her mother is there as well.
That's amazing.
There's the stats.
8 triples for Belgium. It was good for them, but it was a little too late. The second half was very close. This is the game that we were expecting. We were expecting a very close game. Belgium is a great team. Canada, it is as well. They are saying hi to their fans. Huge, huge game from Kieners, 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Also, Kyla Alexander was 12 and 2. And Nayo Renkakuk had 6 and 6 rebounds.
Complete team effort.
Yes.
Almost everyone played in this game.
In the other hand, once Messerman and Rahman got going in the paint, the perimeter got open for Belgium, and they look with a lot of more rhythm in the game. Messerman finished with 14 and 6. Kim Mestak with 12 and 7 rebounds, and Rahman coming off the bench with 7 and 4 rebounds. It was a good thing that it was a close game, because remember, if in the case that there's a tie at the end of the game, you'll go with minus and plus. So you want the game to, even if you don't win, you want the game to be close.
Yeah, point differential could be a factor, especially in this setting with only 2 teams going to Tokyo. Well, Japan and Canada victorious on day 1. The rest day is tomorrow, which is Friday here in Belgium. And then we get back to action on Saturday night and close the tournament out on Sunday. And by then, we will know who will join Japan from this group to participate in the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. For Natalia Melendez, I'm Carlin Gay. Thanks for your company. We will see you in a couple of days.
Number 10.